Hello, Knights fans, and welcome to another edition of the Pete Cinella Show. We have just one game to talk about, Pete. That was UMass-Lowell this past weekend. Going into the game, both teams even records. There's some negatives to take out of the first half and a lot of positives in the second half. I want to talk about both of those things. Give me a little recap of this game.
Well, UMass-Lowell came out on fire, played very well. We struggled in the first half, and we're in a really big hole. So we've got to find a way to play better in the first half. So that's been a struggle for us. But then once again, we've played great in second halves. We've outscored our opponents in all our second halves by a wide margin so far through 5 games, and we really cut a lead down to 6 points with about 8 minutes to go. Our press was very effective. We were getting the ball inside to Erica Livermore with 20. Her and Kelsey Cruz both over 25 points in the game. So we really played well in the second half on the road to cut into that lead, but then weren't able to finish off and make the comeback. You spend a lot of energy cutting that lead down to 6, and then we weren't able to cut into it more than that. So we got to find a way to come out to better starts.
Absolutely. I mean, it's been the story of the short season so far that these second halves have been really fantastic performances by your team as a whole. What are you looking to do starting with Wednesday, let's say, to get you on the right foot as soon as possible in the first half?
Well, it starts in the warm-ups. It starts with the focus. But it really comes down to we got to play better to open these games up. We're missing a lot of layups, and we're fumbling the ball a lot. So those are just 2 simple things that we can take care of and try and do a better job of finishing our layups and taking better care of the ball, and that'll really help out our first halves out.
Now, one more thing about UMass-Lowell was that it seemed like you had a home court advantage up there. I traveled with you, and Rainey Cox, freshman, is from South Boston. Yeah. She brought, I thought it was family and friends with her.
Yeah.
It was a big crowd.
Right.
Whole family, like 40 people.
Yeah.
Just tell me about how that was, an experience with, this home court with UMass, with all these people cheering for FDU.
Rainey Cox had a lot of family there, and that was a great thing. We were very appreciative of them coming out and providing a lot of energy. It's hard to come back like that, but that energy the crowd gave us helped us get right back in that ball game. So we'll certainly play up there in the future, as well as trying to get into the Boston area down the line. If she's only a freshman, we can play some games in that part and try and get her family and friends at the games again.
And one thing while I'm thinking about it, but senior point guard Amanda Andrade's, again, another fantastic, very consistent performance. Points are in the same area. Another 6 steals, another 6 assists. She's having a fantastic campaign so far in early going.
She's going to be one of the league leaders in steals and assists, and she's also averaging double figures. So she can continue to improve and get better, but she's having a great year so far.
All right, and then this Wednesday is game 1 of the doubleheader on Wednesday night here at Stratus Arena. You have 24th in the nation, West Virginia, coming to town. Give me a little scouting report of what you're expecting out of the Mountaineers.
Well, West Virginia, it's a very unique opportunity. We have a top 25 team coming here to FDU's campus, so they have a lot of local players as well, so we're expecting a big crowd. But just to see the team that won the Big 12 championship last year, was the number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament, has the Big 12 preseason player of the year, who's a local player here from Connecticut. But they're very big, they're athletic. They've gotten off to a good start. They've showed some grit here. They're always known as a very tough team, good on the boards, and a very good defensive team. So it's going to be a tough challenge for us, but any positive plays we can have in this game is going to be a big bonus for us later on.
All right, and then another home game on Saturday, 2 p.m. early afternoon game against Army. What are you expecting out of them?
Army, coached by Dave McGarity, is just a great team. They won 25 games last year and won the championship. They're another NCAA team, so we have 2 NCAA teams coming in. They may be better this year. They're just so tough, so disciplined. They play their style of game and their tempo of game, and they know how to win on the road. You'll also see an incredible player. Kelsey Minato is just one of the best players we'll see in this gym. She's a tremendous player who shoots 50% from 3, 90% from the foul line, and 50% from overall. So she's a great shooter. So they got a great team. So you're going to see some good teams coming in here.
Lastly, how do you feel about the early part of your schedule so far? A lot of road games, and then you're facing 2 conference champions this week. How do you think it's been affecting the team?
Well, we knew it was a tough schedule this year. A lot of road games. 7 out of 11 out-of-conference games are on the road. And then our home games are against NCAA teams like West Virginia and Army, and Bucknell certainly has a very good chance to make the NCAAs this year. So, very tough home games. So, but it's a good challenge. Get you ready for conference play.
Yeah. All right, thanks, Pete. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, Ryan.
All right, awesome. And FDUnites.com, as always, women's basketball fans out there, come to the Stratus Arena. 7 p.m. is the start time for the first game of the doubleheader on Wednesday night against West Virginia. The men take on Princeton at 9:30. It's a whiteout. Come support your Knights. And then Saturday, 2 p.m. here at Stratus Arena against Army. As I just said, FDUnites.com is your home for women's basketball here at FDU and at FDU Knights on Twitter. Thank you for watching this week, and be back next week.